One of the most important factors of being consistent on YouTube is planning. Planning your content creates more cohesive content, and it won't leave you scrambling the day before an upload day trying to figure out what video to create to upload. I have 3 different categories for the way that I plan for YouTube. These categories consist of brainstorming my ideas, creating a monthly layout for what content I want to upload on my upload days, and planning out each individual video on how I want to film it and how I want to edit it. The way that I plan all of these is I use Notion, and I'm actually planning on making a Notion tutorial video in the future very soon, but I wanted to start out with how I actually plan my YouTube content in order to be consistent on YouTube, and it has tremendously helped. Number 1, make my quality of content so much better because I'm actually planning out things instead of just picking up the camera and filming. And number 2, I have been so much more consistent, and I post 3 times a week. Planning everything out really ensures that I post consistently and I post really good quality content. First thing I do is I brainstorm. I make a huge list and I just jot down video ideas. Literally just brain dumping any type of video that I possibly would want to do. Sometimes I get through my whole list and I realize that I have some repeats, which is fine. It's basically just a brain dump page. And I go to this list throughout the month to get video ideas. I also add more video ideas throughout the month. Sometimes something will spark inspiration and I'm like, oh, that would be a great video idea. So I go back to my Notion and I write it on that list. This brainstorming phase is extremely helpful when I'm trying to figure out what in the heck I want to record, because I have this resource of a bunch of video ideas that I can just look at and go back to and pick and choose what I want to record when I want to record it. And it's extremely helpful, especially if I am stuck in a rut. I don't know what kind of content I want to make, and I'm just lacking the inspiration and creativity to make content. So I go back to this list, see a video idea that I think that I want to make, and I use that video idea. Another reason brainstorming is so important is because doing content creation, your inspiration is going to come and go. Sometimes you'll be on a big kick and you'll just have so many video ideas. Number 1, if you have all these video ideas, you need to write it down or else you will forget it. Especially if you have a bunch of video ideas just coming at you at once, just type it all down or write it all down so that you have it. Sometimes I'll be out and about, maybe like grocery shopping, just something random, and I will get all of a sudden a video idea. All of a sudden a video idea will pop into my mind and I'm like, so I go on the notes on my phone and I write it down or else I would forget it. Are you okay? What? You're crazy. My goodness. So if you're ever, maybe you're running out of time, maybe you're behind on your uploads and you all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, tomorrow's an upload day. I need to figure out a video to record. You can go to this list and find something that maybe is a shorter video to film. I'm speaking from experience. If I ever procrastinate, I go to my list of videos and I look at what I can film right now that won't take long, but I can also make it into a good video. So I go to that list and it is so helpful because or else sometimes I'm just lost. Okay, my dog is a bit hyper at the moment. Okay, next thing I do for the YouTube planning process is I plan out my whole entire month. So today is July 2nd. Yesterday I sat down on my bed and just typed up a month overview of videos that I think I want to upload on each upload day. I upload on Sunday, Tuesday, and Friday. So on this calendar, I write down the video that I think that I want to upload on this day. Sometimes it switches around occasionally depending on maybe if I wanted to do a vlog, but maybe life got too busy so I didn't have time to vlog the whole day. I will then switch it to a sit down talking video. You're being crazy. Okay, you're being crazy. You're being crazy. I use the calendar template in Notion because it just syncs it to the calendar and you can click through each month and it's really convenient. It's like a straight up Google calendar right through Notion, and it's amazing. And once again, my content does not usually follow this monthly layout exactly because sometimes I have to switch around videos because it just works better for my schedule. For example, if I wanted to film a morning routine video and then something came up that I had to do in the morning that wouldn't normally be part of my morning routine, I wouldn't film it that day, so I would just switch around the videos. My goal right now is to get a week ahead on my content so that way I'm not editing the day before an upload day. And sometimes I'll be editing in bed at night and I will fall asleep, and then I have to get up early and edit the next day so that I can have it up by 1 p.m. So I'm trying to get a week ahead. That way it's not way too far ahead to where if I have a vlog, it's like, whoa, that was like a month ago. But I want to get a week ahead. That way it will just be more relaxing, and if life gets hectic and crazy, I will still be uploading 3 days a week for you guys. Also on this content calendar, I add for certain videos, I add the day that I want to film it. So for example, you see for July, I want to film a week of waking up at 5 a.m. and I needed to write this down because if I miss one day of this upload, I basically have to wait till the next week to film it. So I wanted to write this down so that I could remember that I have to film it this day or else I won't be able to do that content for the next week. So that is what I do for the beginning of each month, and throughout the month I reference this calendar, and sometimes I delete and redo videos that I want to do because maybe I'll be like, that wasn't the best video idea, so I'll switch it around to another video idea. And of course, sometimes when I'm sitting there, I don't necessarily have 12 plus good video ideas right off the top of my head, because I also have to go and research these video ideas, make sure that there's something that would actually do well on the algorithm. So that's just kind of my rough monthly layout for things that I want to post, and it is editable and I edit it all the time. Next thing I do after I brainstorm and then I plan the whole month is this is for each individual video, and I plan each video. If I know that I want to film, for example, a summer bucket list video, I will plan general ideas of what I want to say and the ideas that I came up with and things like that, just so that I can be prepared for the video. I don't plan my videos that far ahead of the video. I normally try to do it the day of or the day before because I want to make sure that I still have the general idea of what I wanted to do for the video fresh on my mind, because sometimes I write down something and if I come back to it a month later, I'll be like, what did this mean? So I want to make sure that it's fresh on my mind. I also kind of have it memorized at that point, and I just reference my notes for the general ideas that I want to talk about. If you want to do video planning, you can write down word-to-word scripts, but I personally don't do this just because I don't like reading off of a script. I write down bullet points of general topics of what I know that I want to talk about. I'll do it in sections. So for this video I did brainstorming, and then I did monthly layout for the content calendar, and then I did video planning for each individual video, and then I'll do bullet points for each topic that I want to hit, and I will just reference my bullet points throughout filming, and then I make sure that I got each topic that I wanted to talk about. Doing this helps me not to just sit down in front of the camera and ramble, and then if I don't plan out my video, I might be lost for what I want to say. I'll be like, what else can I even say about planning YouTube content? So if I plan it ahead of time, I realize that there's a good amount that I can actually say about planning YouTube content. I just need to plan it out and write it down first. Ever since I started planning out each individual video, my videos have been so much more cohesive, and I don't go down any rabbit trails, and I stay on topic. The words just flow, and I know what to talk about, and I know what's coming up, and that way I have a whole plan for my video. I just sit down, film it, takes 20 minutes, edit it down to about 10 to 15 minutes, and then it's done. And for video planning, even if I'm doing a vlog, I'll still do a rough video plan. I don't plan out topics that I want to talk about in a vlog, but I'll plan out, like, if I want to do cool coffee angles, I'll write down, like, do this cool coffee angle. And if I have a really cool editing idea that I can do while I'm planning, I will also write down those edits edits that I want to incorporate into the video. Needless to say, my videos have hugely increased in quality and are just better videos all around since I started planning them. I promise you, planning your content will make your videos 100% better. You won't be lost at words. Your videos will be more cohesive and you'll stay on track with the topics that you want to talk about. If I didn't plan my videos, and let's say for example this video, I might hop around between, oh, first I brainstorm, then I do my content calendar, and then I go back to my brainstorming list, and then I'll plan each video individually and write it on the content planner, and I would just jump back and forth. And I noticed that I did that a lot before I started planning my videos. And it's also nice, like, if I have a spark of inspiration while planning my videos, which oftentimes I do, about what I want to do to edit it to make it, you know, cooler and more entertaining, then I'll write that down as a little sub note so that I do not forget it. Because sometimes, especially when it comes to content creating, almost like being an author, you'll just get random inspiration and you have to write it down or else you will forget it. Because sometimes that inspiration just pops into your head and you have to write it down. Those are the main ways that I plan content for YouTube. It has helped me so much and I'm so glad that I found this system. Notion has helped a lot because it keeps everything organized right there on one platform. It is simple, yet it is extremely beneficial in keeping me consistent on YouTube and helping me to create better quality content that you guys will enjoy more because it'll be more entertaining. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching and I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. If you want to see that Notion tutorial video coming up, make sure to subscribe. That way you won't miss it when I upload it. Thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you guys in the next video.